Hey guys, it's Miss Warren. I'm excited that we're going to do our second online art lesson today. This is going to be connected to a story that Miss Verhey read called The Bad Seed. Now that video has already been loaded up, so you want to listen to the story first and then come back and we'll do our art video. So The Bad Seed is a really funny story about a very cute character named the Bad Seed, and we're going to do a guided drawing of that character, just like we did last time with Sylvie the flamingo. We're also going to do another lesson that connects with the story. This one's going to be a little bit different. For a guided drawing, of course, all you're going to need is pencil and paper, and everybody should have that, I'm sure. For the other lesson, though, we're going to use a paper towel roll, or you could use a toilet paper roll. You know, just check with your parents and make sure that you've got one, that everything's been used off of it. And we're going to use this to do something else after the guided drawing lesson, and I'll post both of those. So we'll get started in just a second. Of the character, the Bad Seed, from the book, The Bad Seed. All right? Now, he's a really funny looking guy. He's pretty simple to draw, though. He's one of those characters where he doesn't really have a body. It's like his head just becomes his body, and then he has arms and legs. So
like Mike Wazowski.
Exactly, like Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. Okay,
doesn't really have one.
What we're going to do, we're going to start by drawing his eyes, and specifically we're going to start with his eyebrows, okay? Now, eyebrows are a great thing because they help us understand our character. Because depending on the way you draw the eyebrows, the way that they're pointing, it can change their emotions and their feelings, okay? So the Bad Seed is always a little bit angry, maybe a little bit mischievous or naughty. So we're going to draw him with these angry eyebrows that point down like this, all right? We're going to go to about the middle of our page, and we're going to make a diagonal line going down. And then over here on the other side, we're going to make another diagonal line going down. All right? Now, we're going to draw his eyes directly underneath the eyebrows. All right? And so it's going to be like a great big circle, but part of it's going to be cut off by the eyebrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to go all the way around and then connect back to the eyebrow. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. All the way around and connect back to that eyebrow. Okay?
So is it like a B or a big old B?
It does kind of look like a letter B that's falling over and a letter D that's falling over. Yeah, I can see that, Josh. Yeah, Josh and Brody are drawing with me again today.
Hello.
All right, so I'm going to draw the centers of his eyes, and they're just going to be regular circles right in the middle. All right, now we're going to draw the rest of his eyebrows because the Bad Seed has huge, thick, bushy eyebrows, okay? So the way I'm going to do that, we're going to go up above this first line, and we're going to make another diagonal line. Whoop, curved in a little bit. That's okay. Just like that. Do one over there and one over there. And then I'm going to connect the top and bottom part of these by making a jagged zigzaggy line. And it's okay that I messed up my line a little bit there, because we're going to color these in. His eyebrows, they're not just big and thick and bushy, they're dark too. I'm going to go ahead and color mine in with my marker. If you want to wait and use a marker or a crayon when you get finished, you can do that.
Never start off a drawing with a marker.
No, I like to start off with a pencil usually, just in case I make a mistake. But since I want you guys to be able to see this, I'm going to use a marker. And if I mess up, I'll just figure out a way to fix it. We can usually fix most any mistake in art. That's one of the great things about it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in these circles in the middle of his eyes too. Those some angry eyes. All right, we're almost done with his face. The only other feature that the bad seed has is his mouth. And it's just a line, just a curving line. Sometimes it's frowning like a rainbow line. Sometimes he's smiling like a U line. I'm going to make a little smile for him. Now he also has, it may not show up here on my video, but in the book you'll see he's got these little tiny freckles up above his nose. So I'm just making about 6 or 7 little dots in between his eyes and above his nose.
Mine looks a little bit derpy.
I think he looks cute. All right. Now we're going to draw his head / body. Okay? Because remember, we said he just has the head with arms and legs coming off of it like Mike Wazowski. All right? So we are going to start right up here where his eyes are. And we're going to do like a great big U shape that curves around under his eyes and then back up. All right, and that's the shape of his face. Now his head goes way up high. And remember, he's a sunflower seed, okay? And the top of his head, it's like it's been cracked a little bit, like it almost got opened up, all right? So we are going to draw, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go straight up between his eyes with my finger all the way up to the top of my page here. And I'm going to do a little dot up at the top. And from this dot up here, I'm going to make a little letter V. That's going to be the top of the bad seed. That's going to be where his head's kind of cracked, okay? And then I'm just going to do a curving line to connect this down to here. And I'm going to do that on each side. All right, and that's the basic shape of the seed, all right? Now, he's got a couple of stripes to him, okay? So we can kind of play with the shape of them a little bit by adding in these stripes. If you look at a real sunflower seed, like if you ever have a pack of them for a snack or whatever, they're mostly gray, but they've got these little lighter streaks running through them, okay?
Yeah.
And that's the way the bad seed is. He's got 2 streaks on this side and 3 on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a line that goes all the way from the top down to the bottom. But instead of just drawing it perfectly straight, we want to kind of give it the same curve that his body has. That's going to make him look more 3-dimensional, 3D. It's going to make him look more like he's round, okay? So I'm going to add one here, curving around. Curving it down here, and then the other side of it, right, following along. And my lines are going a little wobbly, and that's okay. When I add my color, I can straighten a lot of this up. Right? That's one stripe right here. I'm going to add one more stripe next to it. Now, I'm not going to draw through his eye. Once I get to his eye, I'm going to stop, pick up my pencil, and then just imagine where the line would continue. All right, so that's 1, 2 stripes over here, and then this is going to be gray, and then he's going to have 3 stripes on this side. And they're going to curve the other way. So follow the line of his body. Remember when we drew pumpkins back around Halloween? It's kind of like those same lines that we drew to make our pumpkins look round and bumpy. Another one beside it. And then a couple more. Remember, when I get to his eye, I don't want to draw through his eye. I want to pick it up and continue behind his eye. And then one more here.
Pretty much stop a little bit before it reaches the mouth.
There you go. All right, now when I color, they're going to be dark, white, and then that middle section's going to be dark, okay? And then leave that one white, dark, white, on like that. So
Kind of
it's
like
striped.
pattern.
Exactly. All right, now, oh, we almost forgot his arms and his legs, okay? Now his arms and legs are so easy to draw, all right? His legs are right down underneath his mouth. One is like a little letter J, and the other is like a little letter L. How easy is that? And then his arms come straight down, and they're really small.
Yeah, that's
Just
funny.
a little stick. And then he's got 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing on the other side. Just a little stick coming down, and then 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And y'all, that's it. All right? Now, I am going to probably outline this again a little bit darker. And then I'm going to add my color and my stripes. And we're going to pause the video for just a second. And when we come back, we'll be able to see how the coloring came out, right? Okay, guys, so I wanted to show you how I'm doing the coloring on my bad seed. I started out using a marker, a black marker, and I thought I could make it look dark gray and light gray that way, but my marker was running out of ink. So some parts of it weren't colored very good. And what I ended up doing is I found a gray crayon, and I'm going back over the black marker with the gray crayon, and it's kind of smoothing all those lines together. And I really like how it looks. But I wanted to show you that, you know, sometimes we start out trying it one way and we're not really happy with it, and it's okay to change things. It's okay to mix colors. It's okay to try something different, and if you want to start over, you can always play the video again and start over. But I'm coloring over where I use that black marker, and the harder I press, the darker it is. And if I press real light, then it's lighter. Okay, so that's the way that I can use my crayon and change up the darkness and the lightness of my lines. Okay, I'm just coloring over the top of all that black marker to kind of smooth it out and make it look more gray. All right, I'm going to work on this just a few more minutes. I'm going to let Brody and Josh keep working on theirs, and then we're going to show you our finished bad seeds in just a second. All right, so we have finished coloring our bad seed drawings, and I'm going to let Josh and Brody show what they have done. Okay, Josh, you show yours first. Good job. Now he outlined everything in marker and then used your pencil to color it. And he did a really good job with going over the darker parts a little bit heavier and then just kind of lightly going over the light parts. Very good. All right. And Brody did a little bit more mixed media with his. He was blending the marker and the pencil together, and then I think you used the gray crayon, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
It's
awesome. It
amazing.
looks fantastic, and that's what I did also. And the last thing I ended up doing with mine was I went back and I found a white crayon, and I went over the light gray with the white to kind of make it stand out and be a little bit more highlighted. Okay. So I would love to see your bad seed pictures. So if you can, get your parent to take a picture of your drawing and then they can post it in the comments. And that way I can see everybody's pictures because I miss you guys. I miss seeing your incredible artwork. And I would love to see what you are making at home, okay? And, oh, I've got one more idea for you. I told you we could use a paper towel roll or a toilet paper roll to do another activity. So I'm going to show you that next. Okay, guys, so I told you we were going to do one more lesson using one of these cardboard rolls from either some paper towels or some toilet paper. All right, what I'm doing is I'm going to use one end just as it is as a circle, and I'm going to trace it on my piece of paper. I'm going to use just a brown marker and trace that around, and then that's going to be the center of a sunflower. All right, we're going to make a sunflower because that was the type of flower that the bad seed came from. All right, then I'm going to take my other side of my toilet paper roll and I'm going to smash it flat and let it open so it makes a shape like a petal, okay, or sometimes we call this a football shape, all right? And then I'm going to trace it. I'm going to use yellow and trace around the outside of that brown circle, and I'm just moving it around, making a, we call that a radial design, when it's a design that goes out and makes a circle type shape, like a flower, all right? And so when I'm done, I'm going to have, see, like a sunflower drawing, okay? And then I can add to it if I want to. I've got one that I worked on here, and I added, you know, I love all my different types of lines. So I did some straight and some zigzaggy lines, and I filled in the center with some circles. So that's one way that you could do it. Or you could color it and just add some color to your flower. So you just color in my center brown. Ooh, and I think I'm going to try mixing a couple of colors. I've got some orange and I've got some yellow, and I can blend my colors kind of like I did on my bad seed drawing, and I can make petals that have different shades of colors in them going all the way around. Now, something else that I could do with this is I could get some paint, all right? Like maybe some craft paint if you've got some help from your parents, and you can use that. Or you might have some, just some washable paint, maybe some Crayola paint or something like that. And you could take these toilet paper rolls and you could actually like dip them in a little bit of paint and make prints of flower shapes on your paper that way. I think I might try that with my boys one day. And again, any artwork that you want to share with us, please take a picture of it and load it up because I'd love to see it. Can't wait to see you guys. Can't wait to do another lesson with you soon. I love you all, and we'll see you very, very soon.